Sure, Micah, that's right. This was a big win for former President Trump. Let's get you right to the numbers and take a look. With 91% of the vote counted so far, former President Trump has nearly 55% support. Nikki Haley with just over 43%. Tonight, the former president is one step closer to another election showdown with President Biden after clinching the first in the nation New Hampshire primary. Former President Donald Trump declaring victory in the 2024 New Hampshire Republican presidential primary.
We win it every time. We win the primary, we win the generals, we've won it, and it's a very, very special place to me. It's very important.
A second straight win for Mr. Trump in his pursuit of the GOP nomination after crushing the competition in Iowa last week, leaving former UN ambassador and South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley as his only remaining challenger.
I want to congratulate Donald Trump on his victory tonight. He earned it, and I want to acknowledge that.
Haley was hoping for a strong turnout from independent voters who were eligible to vote in the GOP primary. Now she's vowing to fight on.
New Hampshire is first in the nation. It is not the last in the nation. This race is far from over. There are dozens of states left to go.
A move that clearly agitated the former president.
I said, I can go up and I can say to everybody, oh, thank you for the victory. It's wonderful. Or I can go up and say, who the hell was the imposter that went up on the stage before and claimed a victory? She did very poorly, actually.
This was a good night for Donald Trump, and it solidifies what we've been saying, which is that he is the front runner.
Despite support from deep-pocketed donors, Loyola Law School professor Jessica Levinson says Haley has an almost impossible path to the GOP nomination.
She is going to have to hope, frankly, that something external happens. Maybe there's a legal ruling that changes the shape of this campaign. The only thing stopping Trump from being the nominee is something that would happen inside a courtroom. I think it would be a conviction, which is not particularly likely before the election, or it would be a Supreme Court ruling that he's not eligible to serve as president again, which is not particularly likely.
On the Democratic side, President Biden clinched a decisive victory in New Hampshire's Democratic primary as a write-in candidate, beating Minnesota Congressman Dean Phillips and self-help author Marianne Williamson. It's a notable development because Biden did not appear on the ballot, nor did he campaign in the state. Both Haley and Trump are now eyeing the GOP primary in Haley's home state of South Carolina. That is on February 24th. Chair Micah, back to you.